Okay, good morning. The topic today is inequality. Write it here. Inequality. It means not equal. Okay. Okay. So what are those inequality that we're talking about? Let's look at the. I'll put GT greater than, greater than, greater than. So it means your graph is going up. Okay, going up. Example 2 greater than 2. So what are those? It's 2.1. Let's say greater than 2. So what are those? 2 is not part of the answer, but the 2.1, 2.2 going up. Okay, so that's greater than. Now there is another one, greater than and equal. Okay, so this one is again 2. It's 2 shaded part and bigger. 2 is part of the answer, while greater than 2 is not part of the answer. So 2.1, 2.2, and so on. The next is less than, or LT. I'll put less than. Okay, let's look at 2 here. I'll put 2 also here. So 2 or lesser. Okay, what are those? 2 is not part of the answer, but 1.99, 1.8, 1.7, and so on. Okay, so that's less than. Next is less than and equal. Let's put it like this. So let's look at 2 again. 2. So 2 is part of the answer and smaller. 1.9, 1.8, 1.7. Okay, this is just a review. Okay, the topic today is solving inequality. Let's look at the first question here. The first question is solve the following inequality. Okay, if you remember, we're solving multiple equation. It's the same thing that we have here. The first thing I'm looking at here is the variable. I need to isolate my variable. Isolating variable means we need to do the inverse properties. Okay, and also you're going to look at the inequality. The reason I ask you to look at the inequality because your coefficient here, it's a negative. So this inequality here will flip when we start the operation. Let's do the operation. So negative 4x plus 14 less than or equal to 54. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to isolate. So I need to take the opposite of positive 14 is minus 14. I'll do minus 14 on both sides of the equation. That cancels out. This gives me 40. Okay, less than or equal to negative 4x. Okay, so negative 4x is the same as negative 4 times x. What I need to do here to isolate is to divide by negative 4 on both sides of the equation. Okay, negative 4 divided by negative 4, it's 1, gives x here. Negative 40 divided by negative 4, it's negative 10. But take note, I mentioned earlier that look at this. If this is negative, this inequality will flip to greater than and equal. So the answer is going to be x is greater than and equal to negative 10. So answer is letter A. Okay. Next question. Solve the inequality 10 less than 3x plus 19. It's the same thing we're going to do. Focus on the inequality. Oh, okay. So I'm going to solve for the x. So that's the variable that I need to isolate. So we need to take the opposite sign of positive 19, which is negative 19. So this zero out. I need to do that on both sides of the equation. So 10 minus 19, it gives me negative 9 less than 3x. Okay. Now 3x is 3 times x. So it's the inverse of multiplying is dividing. So I need to divide this by 3 on both sides of the equation. So this cancels out, gives me 1x or x less than negative 9 over 3. Negative 9 divided by 3, it's negative 3. But we're not used to writing in this equation. Take note, I'm going to move this to the other side of the equation. This will follow the variable. So this becomes x greater than negative 3. So the answer is A, B, C, or D. It's letter D. Next question. Solve the following inequality. The same thing we're going to do. The same thing. Okay. The first step is isolate the variable y by moving this number to the right. This is positive 15, so I need to take the subtract by 15 on both sides of the equation. This zero out. So 12 minus 15 is negative 3, less than or equal to negative 6y. Now, take note that you have a negative coefficient here. So if I divide this by negative 6 on both sides, cancels out. This turns to less than y. And negative 3 divided by negative 6 is negative 1/2 or positive 1/2. 1/2. But we're not used to writing in this way. We always write the variable on the left side. So if I move this to the left side of the equation, this follows this inequality here. So y here follow the opening equals 1/2. So this is the answer. Y equals 1/2. Oh, my bad. Y is greater and equal to 1/2. So the answer is letter B. Okay. Next question. Okay, next question. The same thing. Solve for the inequality. So we have two variables here. Well, actually, it's only one variable. So start first with the like terms. 5x minus 2x is 3x. Copy less than 13. Now, I need to solve for x. Okay, so that's what I'm going to look for. I need to take the opposite sign of negative 2x is positive 2x. 2. So I'll put plus 2 on both sides of the equation. This zero out. This becomes 15 less than 3x. Next is I need to isolate x. So this is multiplying. I need to divide my term with 3. Divide this by 3 on both sides of the equation. X is less than 15 divided by 3. It's 5. So that will be my answer. Answer is letter B. Last example. Last example here. The same way. Look for the variable. That's my variable there. Okay, and looks like this is a negative coefficient. Negative coefficient. It means this will flip later on. Let's start. So this is positive 3.6. I need to get rid of this by doing negative 3.6 on both sides of equation. 3.6. So negative, so this gives me, let me write it here first, negative 4.85 a greater than equal to, this is 7.9. Okay, so this is negative 4.85 a greater than equal to negative 9.7. So I need to divide this by negative 4.85 on both sides of the equation. So this cancels out, and my a is isolated. But take note, this is flipped because of the negative sign. So this is gonna flip like this. Okay, and then negative 9.7 divided by negative 4.85 is positive 2. So look at the answers. It's not negative. So this is the answer. Letter. Thank you for listening.